I came to LA to write on a show called Happy Endings.
Okay, cool.
And then I
Were you a writer's assistant on that show?
I started as a writer's assistant and then became a writer. That's the season 2 and season 3.
Cool.
And then
that was like the first big.
That was my first big job.
Nice.
And then I wrote on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then I wrote on Big Mouth for a long time, and other stuff here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When you were writer's assistant, Happy Endings, you were out in New York or you were out here at that point?
I was here. here. Yeah.
How was that experience like doing that? I was a writer's assistant once, and I was terrible at it. I hated it.
I was horrible at it.
I thought you were about to say like I was.
No. I was fucking. I got the job. So basically, I was making videos at the time. This is before Snapchat.
Oh, okay.
This is before Snapchat.
Other things,
Yes, other things.
Yeah.
And then my friend Adam Pally, who I came up with.
He's great.
Yeah. He got the gig on. He got hired on Happy Endings.
He was in that cast.
Exactly. Yeah. And so there was a writer's assistant position. He submitted. I didn't have a script. I wrote it like overnight. I didn't know what I was doing. He handed it in. They hired me for like writer's assistant, and also like this was like very new at the time, but like social media like videos and stuff. And so that never panned out. They never did that. So I just stayed on as a writer. I didn't know how to use Final Draft. I wouldn't listen. I didn't care. I didn't give a shit. All I wanted to do was be silly in the room, essentially.
Yeah. Did you look at it? This is how I looked at my job I had. I was sort of like, once I get in there,
it's magic, baby. They love me.
They're going to see, God, who's this kid in the corner?
It was like, I wanted to sort of like, I just wanted to make jokes,
You wanted to pitch.
Yeah, I wanted to pitch.
Yeah.
And
because you knew you were funny too, and you were
exactly.
Yeah, those jobs are so hard.
Yes.
You just feel, it's not even that it's below you. My experience, I was a writer's assistant at a show called Maya and Marty, which was a Lorne Michaels show with Martin Short and Maya Rudolph.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, amazing. And it was an incredible opportunity that kind of fell into my lap from knowing the guy that was going to be one of the EPs on the show.
Right.
And then I got there and I was like anxious all the time. I was like running around Lorne World with all these people that were
Did you get to pitch? Did you get to speak up?
Dude, kind of. Kind of. The show
Hard,
ran
it's
for
tough.
like 6 episodes. It was always going to be like a limited run. So it wasn't this thing where you were like, if this goes well, they'll hire me as a writer for next season. Because we kind of knew it was going to be over that summer.
Okay.
But I wrote so I do like music stuff, and I was writing songs with some of the writers that didn't have like musical talents.
Right.
I think like a couple of them played in like the first read through, and they didn't get like picked. And then it was kind of like, you got to go do the dinners, dude. You got to go do the cars. Like I was like, why are you in the room with the piano? You're supposed to be like getting these writers home. And I was like, okay, fair.
Yeah.
And it was like a whirlwind, and I was always like leaving people off emails. And I was genuinely trying so hard, but I was like, I think when I realized,
are you good at that stuff in general, the sort of organizational, like
in my personal
Yeah.
life, I'm really bad at trying to be like when a job doesn't have defined things of like, hey, it's expected you should reach out to these people at this hour and see if they need a thing, or I'm just sort of like, all right, I guess someone will tell me.
Yeah, someone will tell me what to do.
No one will tell you.
Yeah.
And then you'll just get told that you should have done something.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit.
No, I have to learn the hard way. And that was it also, like, even with like coming in to that room and to other writers' rooms, it took me a very long time to learn about like story and like, character and all that kind of stuff. And it had to be drilled into me over and over again before I sort of like it clicked in my head.
Yeah. You feel like you picked that stuff up at Happy Endings?
I feel like I would say at every stop.
Something else comes along.
Something else comes along.
That's nice to know.
Yeah.
That the learning doesn't.
It is. And it was also like I was getting older and appreciating like that as sort of like, oh, this is interesting. I kind of like this too. It's also like a puzzle for me to solve. And then I could also balance it with, trying to be funny and stuff.
Do you mind asking, like, how old were you when you were working at Happy Endings?
11. No, I was 30.
I think it's great they take
30, 31.
I think that's very inspiring. I think a lot of people will enjoy hearing that, because I think a lot of people that follow me and listen to this, like, they're people that are trying to get in and figure out, is it too late for me? I'm turning 30.
It's never too late. I'm ancient.
I was
ancient.
I have a lot of friends tell me like I'm turning 30 soon, or I don't know. I feel like, and I'm like, I don't think I had I wasn't even. I mean, it's debatable if I'm successful now, but like on some metrics, but like, I wasn't even starting to smell success till I was like 30, 31, 32. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I don't think there is like an age.
I think people think like if it doesn't happen by like 27,
Yeah.
you're dead. Like it's over.
No,
And it's
I
like,
mean, I don't know. It's like, I mean, it's so hard to tell. It's like the business is like so like like burning,
yeah.
but like I'm also just like I don't think there's like an age limit to this kind of stuff. It's just sort of like, are you going to be persistent enough to stick around when the opportunity arises?
That's what I tell everyone too. I'm like, you can't like if you're there and you keep trying and you're not getting better, then maybe check in with
and
yourself.
you're not an asshole.
Yeah,
that
but as long as you're yeah. If you're just like a nice dude and you keep improving your craft, things will happen.
I think so.
You just might not have like the dream.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think it's working for you. I don't want to jinx anything.
No, I mean it's working. It's like you're never. It's sort of like, as like trite as it sounds, it's never like a destination kind of. It's sort of like you're just every place you get, every like plateau you get, you're like, this is good, but that's what I want.
You're always going to be looking for the
for the next.
I've been trying to. Some actor I saw in an interview last year it was like a quote about like just trying to do really, really good work with the thing you're doing, because that's all you can do. That's all you're doing in the moment. You can keep your eye on things, but like if you're not enjoying the work you're doing, you're gonna look back on your life and be like, was I always just like, oh, fuck it, that was the thing I had to. It's like shitty attitude.
I think that's really good advice, because I feel like that's also like how to like it goes back to what you were saying before of like the world is sort of like on fire and there's all this crap, and just keeping things like local and like, what can I do with my kids in the moment? Like I can't like solve the climate crisis. I just have to sort of stay like right here in my neighborhood and try to do the best job I can.
Yeah, I think that's important. I think it's easy to look at the macro and be like, well, we're fucked, so what am I going to do anyway? And it's like, it's kind of a junk attitude.
I think like just to do what you can in your circle, you know.
But looping back for a second, making the jump from writer's assistant to like staff writer on like a successful, it was on network. Right?
It was on, it was ABC.
Oh yeah, because it was also like, ABC. I feel like streaming was so new back then too. I feel like it might not even.
No, I got in right as it was falling apart.
What a good gig though! Like what a good like great. First writing job.
It was amazing, like, and everybody's so sweet. I just saw them last week. The whole staff, like,
fun.
We still like talk and hang out. And
what was the transition like? I feel like a lot of people are always like, everyone wants to know like the magic of like getting that first job or like moving from a thing to the next.
Or going from the thing. Like, I sort of, so like, I was bad at the job, but I was like, I think I was really good at, being who I was and showing like, trying to be funny, because I didn't know any better. I didn't know about sort of like, the sort of etiquette of not speaking up or not, I was just sort of like, I know something, I can say something funny right now. Before that, I had done UCB for 10 years, right? And
out
so
in New York or
out in New York, right?
Okay.
And I was on this team called Death by Ruru, and I was like used to improvising in the moment and performing. And so by the time I got into the writer's room, I didn't have any fear about speaking up.
See, that's amazing.
That's part of it.
That's something I always struggle with. Is like, I wrote this in my journal the other week of like, sometimes I feel like I'm embarrassed to be great. Like, because I'm like, I have an idea.
That's the Incredibles. That's what the Incredibles is about.
Is that what it is? Is that what happens?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
It is about that, but I'm sorry I interjected.
No, but it's like, it's that feeling of like, when you say like, I know exactly that feeling you're talking about, being in the room where you're like, I know I have something here that'll be really funny. I feel like I encounter that every day.
Yeah.
And I just go, it'd be weird. It'd be weird to come in here and have something. But it's like, no, that'd be great.
I honestly think that, that was part of the, lesson of that I'm still learning to this day is you got to trust yourself and you're there for a reason. And, you have something valid to say because your take is absolutely unique compared to everybody else's. So like, speak up, and people will tell you if they don't want to, you know what you're doing.
Nothing terrible can come
nothing terrible can happen,
Yeah, God forbid people know you have something to contribute to the world.
It's so much better to get fired because you're talking too much than not talking at all, I feel like.
So you were bad at the job.
I was bad
at
the job, but I was being funny. And so there was money enough for to hire a paper team. So like that's just where like you're sort of forced together with to be on a writing team.
Okay.
So
I'm not
basically,
familiar with
okay,
the
so
paper team
basically,
thing.
like the way a studio will save money and not pay people, this is one trick that they do. If you're an executive out there, is basically they'll be like, we'll have a writing team, but you're not on a writing team, but we'll force you together so that we pay you as one writer. Essentially.
Gotcha.
So I got paper teamed with this writer, Jackie Clark, who's a brilliant writer, so funny. Yeah, she's writing on Mating Season right now. I don't know if you know that show. Yeah. But yeah, so and then we wrote together in season 2, and then we got separated for season 3.
And getting separated was good though, right?
We loved each other, but yeah, it was more money.
But, I was gonna say you were no longer
I was
part of
paid like a normal human
paper
being.
team thing is slimy. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's kind of slimy.
Yeah,
it is kind of slimy, but like it's sort of like it gave me the opportunity. They were like, this is a way to get to, a staff writer if you want it, and also from the like EPs or the showrunners like perspective, it's just like I get 2 for 1. There were like,
of course,
at that point there were 17 writers on staff. Yes, this
on
was like a network show. Yes,
that's like SNL numbers.
Yeah, it's SNL. It's crazy. There were like 6 writing
You're making me
teams
side with the executive.
I know.
I'm like, maybe you should have been.
Do you have thoughts on how the writers' rooms have changed since you were coming up, and how much more difficult it is to even get the writer's assistant job, but to also then transition
it's not alarmist
to become a staff writer?
It's not alarmist to say that it's gotten worse. Right?
Oh my God, it's gotten so much worse. It's the rooms have gotten smaller. The rooms have gotten shorter. Like back then, it was like I was doing 22 episodes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So it's just like, you had like a full-time job for the entire year, for the whole year. The rooms are gotten smaller, and the time that you're working together, and also it's like it feels like the middle is sort of has been gutted out. So like you have these like higher like the higher sort of executive producers, and then you have the sort of lower sort
people
of
trying
like,
to break in.
People trying to
maybe
break in
on one.
Because you want somebody with experience, but you also then you don't have enough money to pay the middle, right? So you're just like, I'll bring on a few like staff writers as well, so that I can save money there. And so it's really tough to get a job, and I don't know, and tough to move.
It's
tough to move up.